Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD once again for another episode of our daily stock market insights. Today is May 4th, 2022. So we are going to cover the market performance for today. Okay, so for those people who are watching this for the very first time, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Okay, so let us get started. I just want to recognize the comments of some of you guys. CMR here requested for FNI MREIT Green, Annie for Idilmasan, Renato, East West, and SecB. Alright, I'll prioritize these requests from you guys, then we can go move forward to the next stocks, probably the most highly traded stocks for the day. But as always, I would like to start by, analyzing where we are at the moment for our uh, index. Okay, so let us see. Today we had some 2.4 billion on foreign selling. However, we still ended green today, so probably we have reached a point where bounce is about to happen, or yeah, it's starting to materialize. Okay, so this is the third day, and one thing I liked about the chart today is that even if we had some foreign selling that happened, we ended green. So this means that we also have a lot of investors, local investors, that managed to outnumber those foreign selling. But still, this is not really a good sign, especially when we have a lot of foreign investors exiting their position. But for now, just looking at the chart alone, I can already say that technical analysis wise, we have engulfed. Okay, so third day of stopping right at this area, the 6,700 level, but we ended green, engulfing this previous day's candlestick. We're much higher than the previous day, and we are now inside the Bollinger Band. So volume is starting to also pick up. Look at this. So we're much higher than the previous day, although it is not that much as of yet. Okay, so so anywhere from 6,716 to 6.8, that will still be a probability in terms of movement. So let's try to check though how our individual stocks are performing at this point. So just looking at it uh, by how the index performed today. So I'm thinking there are a lot of blue chip companies who managed to recover somehow. But let's try to focus first on FNI. FNI. FNI for this stock. Uh, I got out. Just a minute. I'll go back to the chart. FNI. Okay, so FNI over here. Load chart again. And then FNI. Okay, so let us see here. So I'm using my Bollinger Band as my main indicator, or yeah, my tool here. I also have my RSI. But where are we at the moment? We're still overall in the short term. This is still on a decline, but just want to understand if we are really about to bounce. Okay, I like one. So I wanted to reduce the noise of my chart, so I made sure to go to the weekly chart first, then we can go to the daily afterwards. On a weekly chart, following the Bollinger Band, the center line here is the MA20 line that is acting as our support. And we are currently resting at the support area. So 257, 256. Imagine this, it almost broke that support level, but it managed to recover same day. Not exactly same day, I'm not sure. Let's go to the daily chart. Okay, so We had a slight overshoot, but we ended green with some foreign buying that happened today. So that's really nice. Although we're not out of the woods yet, guys, because this lift in the price is not supported by volume. 171 trades. So it could just be attributed to some significant or big volume traded within the day by a few individuals. So we're not there yet. So just to be extra careful, we could still be going or moving sideways within the next few days before it recovers. So your trigger there is observe how your volume is performing while your stock price is moving up. Okay. So, for instance, this one, uh, this managed to have a sudden shift in the volume. Then it was supported, although it's just short lived. But you notice right away that there's a follow through. Normally, in the next 2 days, in the next 3 days, it supports the direction that it is trying to take. Okay, so for now, sideways. Stay chill for now, or actually very near a support area. Next is MREIT. MREIT. Okay, where is it? The volume is so high. Look at this. Big volume, but we're just flat. Foreign selling happened today. What is the news? Do we have any? Quarterly report. It should be here. Nice. 5,600% in terms of earnings. And I think there's somewhere here, just cannot click it. There is also a schedule for dividend. So watch out for this because something can happen right after this. I'm thinking this is just it's supporting the sideways movement, and we're very near that MA20 line. Chances are, with this kind of volume, I just don't know that letter D over there. Let me see. Let's try to zoom in a bit. Okay, there, I can click it. Okay, look at this. That huge volume was actually a buy sentiment um, it, that happened around 11:30. This is a 2 hour time frame. So I'm thinking there will be a breakout of that MA20 line coming soon. X date is May 4th. See, sometimes when X date happens, a big drop in the price happens. But in this case, there isn't any movement. In fact, there is an 8.11% gain. So that means our investors are holding onto their position here. So this is not just a short-lived cash dividend gameplay. Rather, you have a lot of investors in MREIT at the moment. Okay, so kita niyo yan. Green. Ang laki ng volume ng green dyan earlier today. Look at this. So if you're going to go to the daily chart, this is the support I'm looking at. Anywhere from 1745 to 1752, that's a support area. And I can strongly sense that anytime soon we will be breaking out of this downtrend. This is your downtrend. Each time it touches the MA20 line, there's a rejection. But for several days now, it got rejected here, but only up to this level. Then people are holding on to their position. And you have the huge volume today, probably a lot of them already re-entered. And then soon it will break out of the MA20 line. Could be tomorrow or could be the next day. The next is green. Green is positive. You have some foreign investors for today. You are also on a bullish divergence. Price was moving downwards here for several. I mean, actually, since the start of the year. but and this is a possibility. Looking at the chart here, it is the price has been moving downwards, but the momentum is starting to pick up in your RSI. So it could, guys, extend in a few days, few weeks, and in this situation, it was extended for months. Coming from a January price here, a 1.96 going down all the way down, and then your RSI is already forming a bullish divergence only after 4 months. So it is continuing. It does support that pattern. Your RSI is now moving higher and higher, and volume is still there. Look at that. The overall direction of your cloud here is really moving up slowly but surely. So I'm thinking this is an accumulation phase wherever you are right now, because it's an area anyway. We are actually sitting at a possible support for green. So if you like the fundamentals of green, go ahead, check that out, because normally the scope of my analysis here is on the technicals. But looking at the technicals, we are stabilizing at the 1.49, which is a possible support. So it's up to you if you want to do test buys, but I can see that any moment from now we could be crossing that MA20 line, which for the longest time it has been acting as a resistance. Soon, if we break that, then that MA20 could become your support. It changes the overall sentiment of the market. Okay, so that's for you, CMR. Dilma is for Annie. Annie, okay, so look at this. Still on a downtrend. However, we started to trigger, okay, a breakout play here. So when it broke out of that downward movement, this was your resistance before. It's not even reaching the MA20 line. Then we broke out of that. However, there's an MA20 that is going to be the next resistance at this point. So we got rejected. However, when we ended somewhere in the area here, uh, buying sentiment again happened. So now I can say that this level over here around the 457 is our nearest possible support. There could be an accumulation somewhere here before it takes off. But right now, if you are a mid to long term investor of Annie, you are at a very cheap level. Try to take a look at this. You're very far from the price of Annie in the past, whereby it even reached as high as 17 to 18. So this is just technically, uh, this was on a decline, and then here we started testing the support area around the 457 level. We're revisiting that level again when it declined here. So that is for Annie. The next is East West and Sec B. East West. East, ito, ganda din ang volume mo. We're staying flat, stabilizing right here. This is actually your sideways. This is following this box over here. Pwedeng ganyan. Okay? Range trading nangyari in the past few days. But now the volume. This is the kind of setup I can say, guys, watch this now, or even start doing test buys, because this huge change in the volume, this, and we're also in the support area. Imagine this, we did somewhat of a double bottom already. We went sideways here, moved a little bit higher, and then went back again. This is already a good sign that we could be bouncing anytime soon. Your investors are starting to get in again. That's why you have that nice volume over here. Okay, so and then we only the body of the candlestick starting to become smaller and smaller as we go near the support area. So let's watch out for that. There's a dividend release 5th. So dapat probably that could be the reason why, because your X date is for tomorrow. So most likely, just pay attention to that. People might be taking profit. Okay, so Hopefully it doesn't break. But right now, I see that this is already at the support area. Accumulate. Look at it in the long term. We're at a very cheap level. So I think I'll cut this short because my battery is about, my laptop is about to die. Thank you guys for watching and catch my next video. Bye bye for now.